This is Kelly Hill, technology reporter for RCR Wireless News. I'm here today at the Verveba's booth at LTE North America, and we're going to be talking to the company about what they do and about shakedown testing. Lynsey, we're going to start with you, and I'm hoping that you can tell us a little bit about what the company does in terms of services.
Okay, so Verveba, we started in 2010 as an RF engineering company. We offer RF engineering, which includes in-building, and we also do integration and commissioning as well as field testing. So we do kind of a large spectrum of end-to-end. We're multi-vendor, multi-technology experienced. We took all of our experience with RF engineering and we combined it into a product. And our product is called Tapas, and we launched it in 2013. And so Gayatri is going to tell you about that product and how we came to
Develop it.
Yeah, to develop it.
Great. So lots of expertise then informing the product that you guys have developed. Tell me a little bit about shakedown testing in particular, what it is, and maybe we can just start there.
Okay, so anytime a new site is launched, it has to go through a certain cycle. It starts with shakedown testing. Some people call it ATPs or site shakedowns. There are different names, but essentially what you're doing is, there's one site you're testing the basic functionality. The shakedown testing has two portions to it, stationary testing and the mobile testing. Now for stationary, you are stationary at a location, as the name suggests, and you run a test sequence for all three sectors.
Okay.
And then the second portion is mobility testing.
Okay.
For mobility testing, you're just checking if the clockwise and counterclockwise handovers are working fine.
Okay.
And that's the entire stationary test.
Okay, great. Now, who is generally performing this testing, and at what point in the process of the site development is it done?
This is generally done after the site is integrated. Once the site is integrated, it is handed over to the RF team. Okay, RF team sends out drive test teams, and they have like expensive and heavy drive test equipment. They have scanners and laptops and multiple UEs connected to it, and the drive testers, who are trained resources, they perform this kind of testing.
So now that's the traditional approach,
yes,
right?
That's the traditional
now
approach.
Tell me about what Verveba does that's different.
At Verveba, what we've done is we've learned about this process in 4 years, and now we think we can modify it and make it more intelligent. So what we've done, we took out all the intelligence from the humans that are involved in this, and we put it in the tool. So if you can see here, we have a timeline that we are displaying. In the traditional approach, on a very sunny day, good situation, it takes 3 days to complete a site.
Oh, wow.
Day 1, the site is integrated. Day 2, you send the drive test teams out there and they test. And day 3, you get the data, you prepare reports, and then you send it to the customers. So this is 3 days. We've moved from 3 days to 60 minutes.
60 minutes. 16?
60.
Oh, 60.
An hour,
Okay,
yes.
so an hour.
3 days to
an
an
hour. Wow.
And we've achieved it using our tool Tapas. And what Tapas does is, first of all, the entire test sequence is configured from the server. On the field, it's one-click execution. You just have to put one click and all your stationary tests on that sector will be automatically run and completed. Plus, the important advantage with Tapas is you get the data, you upload the log files at the site, so nobody has to wait for the log files. The log files are processed and the results are available at the server and on the phone. And this is done real time, so there's no waiting time.
And then the mobility testing?
Similarly, once you're done with stationary testing, you can continue with the mobility testing, clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever directions you want to continue on. And there's one more thing that is important about Tapas is when I say the UI is simplified and we don't need any trained resources to use it, we have given all the complexity and intelligence to the server. So you can configure your test sequences, you can configure the thresholds that you want to put, you can configure the duration of the tests. So everything is configured from the server, plus you have the results available on the server, along with a report for that site that you can customize.
Now, how does this compare, the solution and the approach that you guys take to that traditional test? You've said it's faster. When it comes to the KPIs and the information that's available through this, is it comparable to the traditional drive testing with the spectrum analyzers and all of that equipment?
Yes, the information you get out of this tool, you can post-process it on most of the commercially available post-processing tools as well. So the information remains same. It just comes to you faster, and plus we process it for you. That way, you don't have to open the log file and see what's in there. We've already done that task, real time.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you.